So bless. Oh, let me fall back.
There we go, bro. Let's
Oh,
start.
my correction. Let's do this over. Okay, people, welcome to DjRumBlood podcast. Why people call me at them time? Welcome to DjRumBlood podcast, and today we have a special guest with us today. So me and Pink lean forward together, and we make this happen today. So right now we have a special guest, Grammy winning artist Gramps Morgan on stage. So, can I call you Mister? Because you're older than me, like people.
Gramps, man.
All right, so I'm gonna use Gramps Morgan.
Yeah, man. Greetings, everyone. Give thanks, DJ Rum.
Blessings, man.
And
Blessings.
Pinkley, and big up, give thanks for the gathering, you know?
It's a pleasure to have you on the platform.
But you talk about that.
All right, so how are they doing, Mr. Gramps Morgan?
Everything good, man, RumBlood. Everything good. We give thanks, you know. Of course, in the middle of the snowstorm here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I want to tell you it's been rough. Had to get myself situated because the power is out in my yard, you know. So and there's so many people, over 400,000 people here in Nashville, Tennessee, without power. So every hotel sell out in the city. So, you know, may I tell you, me in the lobby and me see every dog without eye, dog without foot, dog without tail. But we give thanks, you know. And a lot of people may not even know that this is going on in the news, and people pipe a bus up and have to move up because them can't cover everything on the news because so many things are going on in the earth, you know. So we give thanks same way.
Yeah, for real, man. I see him. So we'll have a little small power outage. Not where me live in Canada, but like some areas in Canada, in Toronto, did have a power outage as well.
Yes. But today I will give thanks. Happy for joining the item.
Yeah, for real. I'm a bit nervous, guys, so don't bash me, please. You see me? I'm a first time doing this in history. And me, I interview a Grammy winning artist. Who can talk to me? Who can talk to me now? Who can't talk to me? But anyways, so Gramps Morgan, you
Yes.
have a long and successful career, both solo and with Morgan Heritage Family.
Yes.
Looking back, what inspired you to pursue your solo part musically?
Well, it wasn't really me, you know. After, you know, I did a song with we went on tour at Buju Banton in 2000. Wait, it was in what 98? That was, my God. As Morgan Heritage. And after the tour, you know, Buju just kind of discovered my voice. Of course, my brother Peter, rest in peace, was the lead singer. And for many, many years, it was that way until his passing, you know, a few years back. And it just came to the point where my father kept on seeing the different where I say angles and the different dimensions of the band Morgan Heritage. And it's like a 3 solo artists. It's like 5 solo artists in a one band. So he said in order for the band to grow, he would like everyone to work on them solo project. Them time the way I said, bun that way I said no solo business, you know? Cause we just believed in ourselves as a band, as one unit. But him say that no mean say you have to mash up the band. But many artists and many groups are in the time of history in this music has done that and maintained their bands, such as bands like Maroon 5, Earth, Wind and Fire, you know, so many bands. But when Buju kind of connected with on that tour in the UK, he called us to do some dates with him. That was our first time coming to the UK. Hey, Cash Queen asked me to turn on my camera. I can't turn on my camera, I know me look rough, you know. So just excuse us and go and enjoy the picture of Cash Queen. Big up. And so yeah, like Mina said, after that tour with Buju, it was just like a vibes where it was two brother find one another. It was like when the Morgan Heritage family discover Buju and Buju discover Morgan Heritage pan a Rasta level, pan a brother level, pan a musician level, pan a spiritual level. It was just like, yo, and then me and him connect when we went back to Jamaica. And from that, it was just like two brethren connect, and then out of that came the 23rd Psalms. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. And people kind of discovered and said, but wait, I'm more than one singer there in a Morgan Heritage. Even though there were so many records where me and Peter shared the lead. You know, Peter is the lead singer, I was the supporting cast, and my sister, Yuna Morgan. And from that, it just kept on growing and growing until one project jumped to the next. And then in 2009, my father said, yeah, a time now. And that's how the first solo album called Two Sides of My Heart, Volume 1, got recorded while I was living in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. So your album Two Side of My Heart helped establish you as an artist outside the band. What
Absolutely.
did that experience teach you about your voice and your sound?
Just let me know what was capable of what could be done. And I'm still learning my voice now. Because I'll never forget when I was on tour with India Ari. I think it was the second or the third tour we did together. And she introduced me to a jazz singer named Gregory Porter, which taught me how to use the lower register of my voice. Because a lot of time, I find myself a scream and a shout because the spirit, when the spirit raising, DJ RumBlood, you like, shout out, But in order to preserve it, you have to pace yourself. And I also learned that I can also use my voice in different ways. So it was a learning process. I'm still learning. 'Cause after the country reggae album, I still learned to use my voice differently. And as a songwriter, I just grew up so in a way that I didn't even see. And working with Johnny Reed, which is the producer of that album, along with myself, so much things came out of it until we end up getting nominated for a Grammy as a solo artist with that album. So it's always a growing process. I never limit myself. And every artist would like that. They don't like to be put in our box because we always want to grow. But them, a man knows say me say reggae for life, and me say rockers, and that is the foundation.
So our touring with India, Buju Banton and John Legend influence your approach to performance and songwriting?
Well, for me, I wanted to bring back every lesson that I had learned. I mean, touring with Buju was like touring with my brothers, them. But so it was like a joy every night, and I learned so much from him. I mean, there's not a lot of artists like Buju that leave it on the stage. You know, even when the budget was not there to bring a band, this man make sure and bring a band, and that's where he separate himself a lot from many other artists around the world. When you see this man dancing in his shoes, we used to laugh and say, boy, you dance till you sweat out your shoes. And it is a thing where you see a man like a Buju perform, a man like Capleton, Beanie Man, Sizzler Kalanji, the Beres Hammonds, these great performers, because there's a lot of recording artists, but there's not a lot of artists that can perform great on stage. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just knowing where your strength is. So for me, performing with Buju, I learned a lot how to leave it on the stage, how to give up to the spirit instead of you just go up there and perform your song. Them, if people want to come hear the record, and they shouldn't have to suffer that fate, why them come watch an artist on the stage and it's like, come like me, I listen to the record. The quality of listening to the record should be there, but it shouldn't be so stiff. I remember Buju looking at me and say, yo, you're too stiff on the stage, man. Move up your body. And me have to laugh. And that's it. All right, Dre, I'm going to give you some more energy. And I learned so much, and it shows you that in life you can still learn, because even as a performer and touring years with my band Morgan Heritage as a family, we've done it, but I was never the front man. So I wasn't experiencing that way. And then I learned a lot from India Ray, how to project my voice. and John Legend as well as being, someone that had a big song on the radio and able to, how to finesse the songs and how to organize your set list, because those things are very important. And I tell you, it changed my life. I remember when John Legend told me, say, yo, he actually gave me his trainer. And I used to play American football, and me take that with me in the music, because fitness is a must. You're not going to be able to give your full strength as a performer if you're not in shape. And of course, I saw that from Buju, and when I started touring with John Legend, he kind of reiterated the same thing. And I mean, I was in decent shape, but when you saw some of these guys, I mean, Buju is next to none. I mean, the man is next to none. Let's be straight. And it's like when you see LeBron James still performing at such a high level in the NBA after being so old, that's the only person I can compare to Buju Banton as a performer, where everything is left on the stage. So that was some of the biggest lessons I learned. And then John Legend gave me one of his trainers, because he had 2 trainers on tour with him. And from them, I just take training, from when I was in high school playing American football, and say, yo, that tool is now necessary in this arena where you're going to do.
Yeah, I understand. So your positive vibration was praised. Your album Positive Vibration was praised for blending with reggae and country and soul's element. How did you first start experimenting with that genre?
Well, I've always experimented with it musically, because of people like the influence of Toots and the Maytals, people like Kenny Rogers. Toots and the Maytals always had that country feel to him as well, but he never did a full country reggae album or a full country album. And it's something that has been in my mind since I youth. Pan Rice and Peas Day Sunday. If anybody know the Caribbean, whether in Trinidad and Tobago, Cayman Island, Bahamas, Grenada, St. Vincent, any one of those islands, on a Sunday, country music was part of the soundtrack when rice and peas are bubble and the garlic I smell up the place and the thyme and the pimento and the coconut milk, they fill the air. Sunday dinner was filled with artists like Charlie Pride, Brooke Benton, Sammy Davis Jr., Dolly Parton, Randy Travis, Kenny Rogers, which was one of the biggest influences me as a country artist. And Jamaicans are connoisseurs of music. So if you go to an early bubbling, an early juggling at a Stone Love dance, guess what? You're likely to hear a Michael Jackson, You're likely to hear a Celine Dion, because Jamaicans and Caribbean people we love music, we love soca, calypso, and reggae and dancehall, but we're also connoisseurs of music. And that is Jamaicans, right? So me having the time in the pandemic now and say, boy, you know what? I've done so many things, won all of these awards, toured the world. What is next? And most artists get complacent and start rest upon their reputation. And I'll tell you this, I'll share this with everybody. Only the weak and the distracted will rest upon their reputation. And you cannot afford that. Greatness will be taken while you are resting on your reputation. So me grow in a way where we don't really rest on what was been done. Is what more can be done. What I still have life, I still have strength. How can I inspire and heal the world through music? Because we are musical ministers. So through that time there, RumBlood is like we had the time to experiment. Everybody was staying home, every tour canceled. And I said, you know what? I want to get a chance to experience. I went out to a hockey game and meet one man named Johnny Reed, and me and him just kick it off, and the rest was history. He invited me to the studio and I started to sing a song. He introduced me to the first song called Runaway Bay, which was talking about his experience being in Jamaica on vacation with his family. I know him fall in love with Runaway Bay. I say, me never hear a song about Runaway Bay. Me hear a song about Kingston and Negril and Montego Bay, but me never hear a tune about Runaway Bay. And that was the beginning of that country reggae. And, I'm telling you, you're going to see many other people. When people came out and I did an interview with Forbes magazine, and they were like, where this really come from? Like, what, And boom, all of a sudden, guess what you think happened? There's more artists now experimenting with that sound, and you're going to see it And, one day I did a show with a big country band named Old Dominion here in Nashville, Tennessee. And the next day a youth see me on the street and say, Gramps, you effing rock. You're the king of country reggae, man. I love that. I've never heard your voice before, dude. And it just shows you, the other day I was at a Grammy Award ceremony where they were, giving me and my brothers some awards, as well as Wayne Wonder and Dubwise, the Brownie family. And it was such an event to see us as Jamaicans celebrating. But the whole fact to know that, this genre is now being looked at as, something to be looked into. And I'm sure you're gonna see more artists copying the sound, but that's what happens in music, But I'm just happy to know that I'm one that's leading this new path. Not necessarily saying that it's a new kind of thing that's never been done before, but focusing on that sound as an artist. I love it. I'm comfortable with it. But it's not the first. You have an album that was called Reggae Gone Country, produced by Christy Barber, but those were a bunch of cover songs done by Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers and all kind of other great country artists. So this is one of the first of its kind, and you have a lot of other reggae bands trying to do the same thing because we love country music.
Yeah. That's great. So can you walk us through the creative process behind infusing reggae roots with country textures?
Yes.
What were your influence and intentions?
My intentions is to unite the world. It's either sex are going to unite people or music. Not even politics do it. Because you have white a joke black, you have Chinese a joke black a joke white, Indian a joke white a joke Indian. So you find, say, and guess what? It's two things you need to do, to speak another language, to connect. And as music, you don't need to speak the same language to connect. Not at all. Music you don't need to at all. And the other one is sex. If you see a girl who you like in a RumBlood, you don't need to speak English or speak her language. If you like her, it's just the universal language, and it's called what? Love. That is universal language. So music is a thing where from you feel it, you feel it. And when I had the time to work on this project, when the demos were being played for me, some of the songs, some of them needed to be redrafted, some of them needed to be added. It never have enough pimento in the pot. It never have enough scotch bonnet pepper in it. I'm going to say, listen, if my name I go up on this thing, my people have to be able to feel it, So I would send, in the middle of the pandemic, I would send down some of the tracks by email and send it to recording studios like Tough Gang, Big Yard studio owned by Shaggy and Robert Livingston, and have my bass player that was still stuck in the pandemic put on the spice, the bass line. There's certain bass lines where they'd have to change. There was certain live drum that was put on that had to change, and they would email back the files and send them back here in Nashville, and we would upload them and put everything together like a recipe. So it was an incredible experience. I'll never forget that experience in the pandemic, to show you how music can comfort us in hard times. And this project was like a pandemic project, but I learned to discover myself and make myself better. And I tell people, in the pandemic, RumBlood, if a man never looked on himself or a woman and said, this is my chance to do something new, to make myself better, because nobody was going to work other than those who were working from home, but you had time to make your own schedule, to grow. So I grew as a man, I grew as a father, I grew as a son. So it was a time for reflection and growth, and that's what I did with this project. So this is a fulfillment of Gramps,
Yeah, we appreciate we appreciate everything you do, man, because from my younger age growing up, because me a 13, and me grew up listening to the music, and me love music. Me I play sound from a tender age. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
As well. He's a selector as well back in the UK. So I grew up in a family where we just love music. Understand? So music critics have noted how positive vibration bridge cultures and genre. What message were you most open to share through this album?
What you said, what message I was hoping to hear?
Yes.
I was looking for people like DjRumBlood to say, yo, me too. Me I look for people like Pinkley and say, me too. Me I look for people like from all over the world that can relate to my story. And I know it's true. It's not something I have to ask because I know me are the only Jamaican, I know me are the only Rasta youth, I know me are the only musician in a Jamaica that grew up listening to different genres of music. So the influence is vast. I just wanted people to be able to listen to this album and reflect in themselves and say, I can relate to this country reggae because as a Jamaican or as a Trinidadian or as a Grenadian, I remember listening to this blend of music on a Sunday when it was family time, or somebody from Suriname, somebody from Guyana, that we can all relate because dinner is a special thing on a Sunday for Caribbean people. It's a time to gather, it's a time to reflect and share, even if we don't have time during the week. But I knew that this was something that could remind people of their childhood. And that's what I hope that people will do when they listen to these songs, because it's another dimension of Gramps. It's a more mature, calm, experience Gramps with more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Yeah, that's well great, because when me did much more younger and listen to you and the family, also with Buju Banton, you did a great job singing that song with Buju Banton.
Thank you so
So
much.
tell me how that song with you and Buju Banton. What would I call it? A Psalms
It's
are a
called
song. Where you
23rd Psalms.
23rd Psalm. So
Yeah.
it's like, tell me how you both come with that idea of creating that, where it create a big impact on the world. Because me as a selector, me can just start any
Wow. Thank you,
no matter what,
Mandy.
can start the party. Me can go and party like 2 a.m. and the party I play the boogie yaga them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean by boogie. And me, as a selector, my interest started, me can play that Buju Banton and
Yes.
Gramps. Understand? So it's a powerful song and a powerful message that sent worldwide. So give
Yeah.
me a little tip about that
Well,
please.
that song was done based upon a fellowship of two brothers, that found each other in Rasta and found each other in Christ. And as we reflect, as one thing with the Rasta man, we love the Most High. That is one of the biggest things. So we found that common ground to say, we give thanks for our friendship. We give thanks for this gathering. We give thanks for this link as Myri and Morgan. And the song is a reflection of that, our love for God, our love for the Bible, our love for the teachings of Christ. And that will live forever. Records live forever. So it's incredible. Mandy, thank you. Mandy, big up Mandy. I have a sister not from the UK. Incredible person. Mandy, this is also another platform that we always speak about a way that we can gather and speak some things that we can feed each other instead of nonsense and people are cuss out one another. And so we give thanks for you being here, Mandy, from the UK. Bless you. So yeah, that fellowship with me and DjRumBlood, it start with that energy of just like-minded men. We say, yo, we want to make music that change people's life, that can make people's day, that can inspire people to do good. Because unfortunately, and this is to all the DJs, including you, RumBlood, I don't want to be the one to remind people to say, okay, it's like when I made the song People Like You. It's like so many people kind of just it wasn't a song for the dead, It played at a funeral and then the rest was history. Now it's like me turn the funeral singer. But it's not only a song for the funerals, but it's a song to inspire and remind people to take care of each other. Because if there's anything that we learned in the pandemic is that we can live with less. Yes, we know say egg did run short and toilet paper, rice and flour, because toilet paper is a necessity, Thank you, Mandy. You're amazing. And the thing that I noticed, like in our dance, nobody not play no consciousness again at the dance them. I remember one time, it's like roots and culture has its season, so to speak, right? And it's sad. It makes me sad sometimes. Cause when them start, before any judgment start, before them play a root song, appear and I shot him in him head. I want him to a boy, and me kick off him face, and I stab him in him neck and chop off him head. And guess what? Guess what? You see when somebody gets stabbed or a fight broke out, you hear one blood, man to man is so unjust. I want to them, man. And I'm like, you know what's funny? Why we never play that song earlier? Why? Thank you, Mandy. Why you never
Which
play
I
that song earlier? It take judgment and blood for run in the dance before why the dance can be a nice gyrating dance. Wait, have to be a Rasta dance or a gospel show? No, we can still balance it, man. Because why somebody have to get stabbed, two girl have to scratch out one another eye, one next man have to shoot, and then you start ear consciousness. It's like my song, Jah shall wash away all the tears from my eyes. After that song, when that song, a man tell me, say, boy, Gramps, that tune they can't work, you have to turn it now, juggling, you have to put some more artists on the rhythm, which is a track that was produced by me, And I'm like, what is wrong with our industry? What is wrong with our industry? And you know what? Guess what ended up happening? The Dodos thing happened. You remember that madness the way they go on down at Tivoli and peer people dead? The song became the biggest song on the island. Just wash away all it. So it's like my song, them only start play when judgment start come down. And it's like, it hurt me more time because if we play more of those songs and still evil and badness and all kind of things are still going to be there, but it makes it better. Music becomes that source of healing or a place of reference. So for me, the drama in a dance hall sometime, that's why I love Elephant Man so much and what he does and his art. I love Ding Dong. And I love with the cartel songs that talk about fun and just without it being derogatory. One of my favorite cartel songs, a song named Emergency. People are suffering around here. Emergency. I'm going to tell him that before him got jail. I'm going to say, yo, I want my favorite tune that you can't give me 3 more tunes like that. And he's such a creative artist where he can do it. But the space where a lot of people them thank you, Mandy, thank you. The space where people are in right now, RumBlood, listen to me. The mindset of the world is into sex, money, and violence. That is the end of the day. And this is what's being sold. A man not really interested in a certain frame of mind of consciousness. Is in need. I need some judgment for them discover some Gramps Morgan song or some Morgan Heritage song. And I pray that the world is in an awakening stage right now, and music is a very important part of that. So I pray that the DJs and radios lean in this direction and start playing more songs of positivity. Because I bet you if I was up here talking about a woman pum pum, there would be 1,000 people or 5,000 people on here. But one shall put 1,000 to flight and 2 10,000. So God bless your RumBlood for this interview and Pink Lane. Give thanks.
I respect you for being here as well. You understand? But before you touch a very important point where the song where you sing, where you say them have it to say yo is a tribute song or whatever, because the other day me send the posters to my auntie. Me tell her if you give a little more than you take. I said, auntie, post the posters with that song. She was like, no. I don't want to use that song. He sing this song for his brother that passed away. I don't want to send out a message with the posters like
Wow.
that. I'm like, something new to me.
Mm.
Understand?
Yeah,
So I'm
man.
glad you kind of clear up the ear with that.
Yeah, man, them need to know that it's a song to make it to remind us to give people our flowers when we're alive. It's not a funeral song, but it can be played at any time, right? It could be played at a graduation because the song came about because some children lost their lives in Halifax. There was a gun shooting in Halifax, Canada. It was a big shooting where a school gets shoot up, and that's where the inspiration come from the song. But it's a song that can be put to many different uses, and I'm just grateful for it because it comforts a lot of people. I mean, we should play it. I don't know if I Pinkley and have it queue up or you are play the music, but let's
I
play
wouldn't
it for the
I
people.
wouldn't I wouldn't play it right through the interview.
No,
Me
just a
I'm gonna
taste
play
because some people are coming for the
well
first time.
people I never want to interview.
Mandy.
People I don't want to play through the interview want to be able to can come. I'm gonna save the video after this. So I want
Yes.
to be able to post it on my YouTube channel where
Oh, okay. And I'll block it. All right.
I don't get any copyright strike.
Yes.
That song remember me of Heal the World,
Oh, wow.
make a place
Yes.
for you and for me and the end. Cause I love to sing. People say me can't sing, but me love sing. But I me
The
can't sing a
man
lot.
can sing, man.
Alright, people say me can't sing, but me feel alright singing. It's like when me
Mandy.
sing, it's
Yes.
like souls feel good inside.
Yes.
Understand? Yeah.
Yes.
So positive vibration. Positive
Yes.
vibration was nominated for a Grammy. What
Yes,
does
man.
it mean to you to be recognized by the Recording Academic for this work?
Well, it was incredible to be recognized by the Academy. A lot of people don't know. We were having this conversation the other day with Wayne Wandan, Dubwise, and it's the highest accolade that you can get in music when it comes to awards, right? Many things can be the highest thing is to get paid for what you're doing, right? But when the reason why the Grammys is so important is that it's not based on popularity or record sales. You could have sell one record. It's based on the people that listen to your record in our room that are qualified. So it is a board of people that sit down and scrutinize your album and pull it apart and comb right through it. From the guitars to the vocals, to the quality of the vocals, to the quality of the drum set, how it was recorded, the quality of the mix and the master. And then they are the ones that say, okay, this is good or it's not good. And then they vote on it and then they deliver it to the public, which is not the public. When I say the public, is the public, the vast mass audience of musicians, songwriters, and musicians, songwriters, and producers. Okay, this is what's going to take place, and then they, as a whole, as a community of songwriters, is the best that vote on it. You know, it's not people where don't know not about music or think say she have a nice body is voting. You know, it's not based on that. It's based on the best singers, the best songwriters and musicians. They are the ones, and that's why I implore to people in the music industry, especially in Jamaica, that when the Grammys come out, don't talk unless you vote. And a lot of the people that are not a part of the board or a member of the Recording Academy need to get involved as a member of the Recording Academy. It don't take much to get involved. So it's important that we make our voices be heard and say, yo, without bias. You know, because I'm gonna say, yo, boy, choke, I tell my DJ, you know, I vote for him in a car, me, I play about me, bust that tune, you know. It cannot be based on that. Thank you, Mandy, so much. Bless you, my dear. And these things have to be spoken about. So I'm so happy that we are here having this conversation on this platform because it's important that we inspire. One of the other things, RumBlood, is that there's not enough albums being put out. There's not enough albums being put out in our genre. It's like, I think, 70 something albums were submitted. And then when you're looking at the hip hop category, it's 500 albums. When you look at the R&B category, it's 300 albums. And not enough submissions are being put. So I think we're more into a single driven what would I say, industry in Jamaica as to putting together projects, even if it's 8 songs, even if it's an EP, submit it, put it out. And that's the way you're going to be seen by some of the best people in the music industry, not just reggae and dancehall or calypso or soca or compa. But as a Caribbean community, I think we need to push more. And if we don't, you're going to hear soon that they're going to take away the category for best reggae album and name it something else. Because maybe there's more soca albums coming out more than reggae albums, or more calypso albums, or more compa, or zouk. But these are the things that needs to be spoken about. I call it having sober conversations. And this is what this is all about today. So thank you to everybody. I want to address the chat. Big up Lady Owen at the building. Big up my brethren TR, Mandy, as we talk about Shelly Greatness. Bless your DJ Genius. Big up everybody that's in tune. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, me love that. Me love that. Me love that about you. I love that. Respect for the money gun.
Yes,
You have carved out a space as
Rose,
one.
big up.
You have carved out a space as one of the leading voice in reggae, in country reggae. How do you define country reggae today, and how do you see it evolving?
Thank you, Mandy. Let me tell you something, RumBlood. Music is music, We make music first to please ourselves, because that are musicians, we're very selfish people at times, because it sounds good to me, that artist, that. And I have grown out of that many, many years ago. When I record a song, me and Peter say, we don't want to listen it again. After I record, it's on to the next, because that will make you start to become very repetitive in your songs. And you find that one song starts sound like the next, and your music gets boring after a while. So you find that even Morgan Heritage, we ended up doing an Afrobeat mixed with dancehall and reggae album where it was featured artists on it like Shatta Wale, Stoneboy, artists from Nigeria, Fele Kute, Bloodline was on the album, Busy Signal, Beanie Man, Shaggy. And we brought artists together that would never work together before. And that is the power of music, of uniting. We build this bridge from the diaspora to Africa with this album called The Homeland. I'm sure you not even hear about it, and I'm on your platform today. It's an Afrobeat album. Have you heard of that, RumBlood?
No, I don't heard of it.
You see, what may I show you?
I have.
So
Me
we
know
have
the
to do
album.
things.
Me know the album.
Who near me?
Pink Lane.
I will Pink Lane. Are you
Pink Lane
there?
for the album.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
So,
man.
but the top man, them don't know about it, or they don't care. They rather do the same old. But musicians and artists were always challenging ourselves, always. So, repeat back your question. Let me get carried away. 'Cause I want to stick to the point.
Yeah, I was asking you, you have now curved out a space. So basically,
Yes, I am.
yeah.
Well, the country reggae, I would like to know that I'm the one that kind of inspired, because I'm telling you, you're going to see it grow. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. But what I'm asking my people to do that love and support Jamaica and Jamaican artists to see this and claim it and sow it in the ground as a seed in a Jamaica, because if we don't, somebody else will take the seed and say, boy, a Germany it plant, or it plant in a South Africa, or Ethiopia it plant, That's what's going to happen. And if my people not come behind me and say, yo, this is a, incredible project where you can say, boy, when you listen to a song like Paradise with me and India, or you listen to a song named Float Your Boat with me and Shaggy, where you hear us in a different form. Yeah, you're going to hear Shaggy on a dancehall album, but when he begin to collaborate and grow and unite the music, that's when his career grew. And I pray that this may be an example to many artists and musicians to be able to say, yeah, me produce a R&B record or a jazz record as a Jamaican, and still be able to say, well, instead of a man I say, yo, I'm sell out, you know, yo, me a RumBlood, you know, I'm gonna play them tune, you know, I'm gonna play them type of tune there. We are limiting ourselves as a community. We are limiting ourselves as a genre, because Rihanna is not a Bayesian soca or calypso artist. She's known to the world as a pop R&B artist, correct? And she come from Barbados. So she took it by the hands, and she's proud and would tell us, I am Bayesian. I am Bayesian. When you hear her talk, you know she's a Bayesian, but we like to limit ourselves, try to lock ourselves in this stereotypical for sure. You say everybody, you realize that almost every artist in a dance a bad man. Like nobody no love pum pum again. And if we fit describe, so we love the pum pum, here we have to do. Disgrace the woman and tell her this and oh she feel suck and rare. It's like, where are we going, people? What are we doing? Like, can't the music be fun? And then them see people like Burna Boy and Wizkid rise up and talk about say, oh, them boy, they don't pay homage and very this. They did pay homage because them learn from we and clean it up and bring it back to the world and make a thing named Afrobeat, right? Them just repackage the thing, take the influence from Cartel, Buju, Capleton, Sizzla, Bounty Killer, all of these great artists from Jamaica and the Caribbean, and just make it their own. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because Bob Marley did listen to Fats Domino and James Brown. We all did. Otis Redding. So I hope that this project and this will make people remember that Gramps took a step out and did something different that reminded us of our childhood when Grandma and I make rice and peas. I mean, I hear the music. That's what it's supposed to remind me of. It's not supposed to be like the same old, same old. It's not supposed to do that. See, big up DeMarco. You dig, look for a producer like DeMarco, right? Some people just look at him as one-dimensional, but this guy is multi-dimensional. He can shoot his own music video. He can produce. He can songwrite. And he's been there. This is what has been done in our industry. But still yet, every artist a bad man. Every artist I got shot in your face. Everybody got tell an artist go suck them. It's like nobody no love Pum Pum again. Or the only way that we do love it is to be derogatory. Those things have to change because I believe the Jamaican music industry has so much to offer. It's the same thing when them call reggaeton. You realize a reggaeton take them just thief one. I want them thief. One in a RumBlood. Tu quiero, mami. Tu quiero, patung. I said, manage that about them just thief one out of the Jamaican music. And look what they were able to do. They turned it into $1 billion. Now you have people like, what name, Bad Bunny or Fat Bunny and all these guys and all of them great Latin artists until they went and created their own Grammy, which had to be done. We can register from the Grammys, you know. We can have our own Grammys in our RumBlood, but it takes $10 million. So it's RumBlood and Gramps and DeMarco if say, yo, we're going to raise $10 million. Go to the Grammy board and say, we want to register and call it the Caribbean Grammy Awards. And we're bringing the Latinos. Latino, them not need it because them have them own Latin Grammy. We're going and draft Marshall Montano. I will say, come. And we'll go call and say, Rihanna, come give me a support no cause you don't have the people them. And we'll call upon Nicki Minaj and Busta Rhymes. And easy $10 million on the money. Go to the private sector them in the Caribbean. Go to Red Stripe and this and money and say, become shareholders. In this, it can be done. And we create the Caribbean Grammy Awards right here on the RumBlood Show. Simple. And we have a next one named the Caribbean Music Awards, and still yet people don't support it. And then when Grammys come out, instead of them say, yo, we do one Grammys now support you, and the Billboard Awards now support you. But when we create our own called the Caribbean Music Awards, it's called the CMA Peoples. Please find them on TikTok and Instagram and follow them because the talking thing, I'm ready to go on the golf course and go learn golf now. Because I have nothing more left to prove DjRumBlood except to mentor and help others and pass on what I have learned to other people. That is what is left to do. Me give thanks to my son, Jamiri Morgan, who's holding up the lead singing for Morgan Heritage now since my brother Peter passed away. My other son, Priel Morgan, as an incredible singer, songwriter, and engineer. And these are the things I'm focusing in on because I put in the work already, RumBlood and Pink Lane. I put in the work, and now it's time to pass it on and prepare people in our industry that are hungry for it. People like you that me and you just meet and a talk, me just pass through your chat, and instantly you were able to create a flyer and put it out there and present and send to the world. This is the kind of tenacity that we need in our industry. Not a matter of, I'll put up the flyer, let's give me 3 more there. I pick up my baby madam, I have to drop off me youth them. It doesn't work like that. This is why you have people successful like a Beanie Man. I'll never forget the story when Mr. Beanie Man arrived. We were going to the airport to pick somebody up, and Beanie Man landed at the airport. And him say, yes, Heritage, where I go on? And me look on the man, eye them a bleed red. And man tell me say him just a come from one small island and know my head gone New York. So he arrived, land, and go right back to departure. And me say, Beanie, you not tired? You don't want to sleep? Him say, sleep. He zaga. Me sleep, I'm dead. Yaga yow, later. And the man gone to departure. And me say, yo, that is what it takes. And not a lot of artists today in our industry are willing to put in that type of work. A man feel like them song play upon Irie FM or RumBlood because you play it in Canada or Specs the Boss play it in Canada or this a man you play it in Barbados. They feel that they have made it and not willing to put in the work. And that's why a lot of artists end up going on tour, perform, and they go on stage and the crowd is looking to hear one song, RumBlood, and them biggest tune. It's a dangerous thing that when you're building a career, you want to put out at least 2 albums before you go on tour. That is, of course, the business has changed, but that's how it was. That was the goal for a lot of artists back then. It's not just putting out a song and then run go tour behind because the audience is going to stand up on you and they're going to wait to hear your one big tune. So it's a dangerous thing.
Yeah, because you know what's the biggest problem in our culture right now is that
Thank you, Rose. Thank you.
we're not united anymore. Understand? Producer fight against producer, artist I fight against artist. But me can't tell you this. Big up to my artist version. Him
Very good artist. Saw him the other day too.
him see me. I met him at a bike store when he go buy about 200 bike for him friend them. I'm see him, I'm approach him and I say, yo, you know, so my name DjRumBlood and thing and mother love it because me usually work with Stashment Record. Like my dream was for always. It's like my dream I come true now. My dream I come true. It I come slowly but surely. You understand? So when I meet Virgin at that bike store, just I give a little quick interview in my life. When I meet Virgin at that bike store, I show you how Virgin is a good artist and a good man. You understand? I know say certain artists is not like what you think because we know with us you know like how you fall on platform now and what's the opportunity for question you whether it's free or money or whatever, which is it's just for the culture right now. So when I met Virgin, he give me 3 number. He said that one year my personal number, that one year my next number if I get my personal number, and that one year the next number where I check now and then. You understand? And from Virgin take up my career and me start road managing and thing. This is what the result is now. And so that's unity. You understand? So
Yes, sir.
selectors, artists, and producers need to start come together and stop fight each other. You understand? And we could just do it as one for the culture. Understand? So in that way, in the Grammy thing that you're talking about, everyone could come together and put a money and would have our own thing. You understand what I say? But everybody trying to fight each other, trying to do this, trying to do that. You understand what I say? Big up to all of the support.
And also, RumBlood, until then, we have something called the CMAs. Are you familiar with it?
No.
You need to follow them. No RumBlood. Go on Instagram and put in Caribbean Music Awards. Everyone in the chat, go follow Caribbean Music.
Yeah, I follow them. That's it. I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm following them.
A few Grammys that until it get acquired by the Grammys. But I'm telling you, that's what it takes because I looked into it to see if it could be done. So the CMAs is also Izani, the Country Music Awards, that's different. But CMAs, I'm talking about Caribbean Music Awards. It's the same acronyms. It's called Caribbean Music Awards. That is and I'm seeing them. There's many awards. You have the IRAMA Awards, but I think Caribbean Music Awards has raised the bar and took it to the next level with a incredible red carpet representation. The BET showed up on the red carpet. CBS, NBC, Billboard, Spotify, all these people were on the red carpet. I think they're in their third year. So I would just want to take this time out to tell people about the CMAs. That is our Caribbean Grammys. And we're going to grow. It's not where it's supposed to be yet, but it's one of the best that I've seen. Presentation, the production, there's still room for improvement. But for the Grammys wasn't always like that. The BET Awards wasn't always like that. The Source Awards still that does disappear. So I want people to know, say, that is an award show that celebrates the Caribbean reggae, dancehall, calypso, and soca music, and compa and zouk music where I come out of the Caribbean, and that is like when I like to see. And a lot of the artists that have been established out there, you have a lot of artists that they big up to Bounty Killer, that's always doing it, and Vibes Cartel, that you see so many artists come out of them camp. Without a Bounty Killer, there probably wouldn't have been a Vibes Cartel as we know it today, or a Busy Signal, or a Bling Dog, or a Movado, right? And that's just a Wayne Marshall. All of these artists come under the tutoring of Bounty Killer, correct?
Yes, correct.
People make me talk foolishness now.
Yeah, man, a correction, man. You're right. A lot of
people like a Shaggy, when Shaggy come out on that album that sell diamond, and still yet people did it, and instead I'm going to try to ask Shaggy a question, I told them boy they're brown. No, it's because of his work ethic. Let's take racism out of our thing. Yes, I would agree that the look of brown skin kind of give him a look, you're seeing, black people like would I like black again, It's like you dig. So yes, it helped. But the man also is hardworking and show up on time. He's never late for an interview. And still yet, everybody will stand by the wayside and look and bad mind instead of say, yo, how did you do it? How did you do it? What do I need to do? And he's helped so many. Much millionaire him turn into people that worked on that album, from people like Christopher Birch, who is a producer on the song, will say, Jody, my angel, you're my darling angel. You kidding me? Hold on, the Access Jamaica, you say Shaggy album didn't sell diamond? That album sold diamond. It sold 10 million records. Access Jamaica. I think is that Odessa? No, that's the next one. That me like to address people when I'm talking, man. Because I can't part of the conversation. So that album sold diamond. If you can screenshot it and show me that I'm wrong, but I do my homework. Shaggy's album Bombastic sold diamond. Called the album, Bombastic album it was called. So like I said, the tutoring in our industry, RumBlood, it needs to go higher. It's very important because, like me say, me big up Bounty and Cartel that help always put in, and people like Sugar Minot, Youth Man Promotion. You can't forget them man there. King Jammies, King Tubbies. You can't forget them man there that help put on the next generation. Like Shaggy made so many millionaires, people retired. The guy named Rick Rock that sang It Wasn't Me. And he decided to step away from music and retired. I'm sure there's some people that retired for different reasons, but he also retired because he made a lot of money because he co-wrote that song, right? And that is the power of music. But that's one of the biggest things, Missy, that's wrong with our industry, RumBlood. And I hope that after this interview, people may be inspired and enough artists will be inspired to build. You remember when they had camps, you'd have Sizzla that was with Luciano in the camp and my boy name, man. I could have been one of the most notorious.
What name again? What name again?
Oh gosh, name, man. So may I tell you?
Me I try remember him name the
Chat
writer
help
said
we now. Chat help we out, man. Pink Lane.
Turbulence.
Turbulence, man. Turbulence.
What was the question?
You see what I say? Turbulence. But wait, Pink Lane, you know, pay attention on what I go on.
I remember say a turbulence because you have a baby mother.
Yeah, man, a
Just
turbulence, man, a turbulence. So my point is when you used to have camps, remember you used to have camps
Turbulence
and then
bigger Africa.
we're not, in bigger Africa. My point, I'm not talking about if him bigger or not. My point is that he was mentored by Sizzla, Kalonji, and Fatis and Luciano when they were camps. Remember them days there? And they have digital, what them the name, man? Main Street, where you'd have Goofy and Red Rat and then you'd have, wait, the man name, give me a minute, what him name, Exterminator. You have Exterminator crew, which was Luciano, Sizzla, and Turbulence, and then you'd have Black Star, Star Trail with Anthony B and Everton Blender. Lift up your head and hold it up high. When them tune they mash up the place. And we as an industry, what we do? We just set the man one side. Remember Shocking Vibes crew, Izani. See there? All of these crews. And out of that came so many incredible artists. So I think that's one of the things, and that was the time when mentorship was there. Bobby Digital was there as an engineer and produced many artists, but Bobby never have a set of artists. It was more like he did an album with Morgan Heritage, he did one with Shabba Ranks, I think he did one with Coco T, and two with Sizzla Kalonji. Yeah, DF Kelly and them man there. You know, so I think that's something that needs to come back, RumBlood.
Yes, that's true. So can you talk about what it's like to headline in your own tours, like the No in My Whiskey tour,
Well, yeah.
and how experience
Oh,
differs in
well,
groups?
yeah. Well, let me take it back for you. My first ever solo tour was just a couple months ago. After coming from Europe with Morgan Heritage, the family, I started my first ever solo tour. I've toured with many artists. Me and Taurus did a tour of the US. Me and Bojo did a tour. Me and Indiari did 3 tours, one of them including with John Legend. But I've never did a tour by myself where I was a headliner. And that takes guts and risk. And I did it. I was incredibly shocked. I sold out a show in a place named Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. And it was incredible to see all these, be straight. There was a lot of white people there, RumBlood. And they wanted jerk chicken. And they wanted to enjoy reggae music. More so when they wanted to enjoy the country reggae music album that I had put out, because it kind of invited in a different sector of people to make them feel the fun and sun in the album called Positive Vibration, because it's a very easygoing album you can play up on a Sunday or when you're on vacation or you're in a certain mood. So that was the vibe of that album. That was just different, you know. So for me going on that tour, it was risky. I was excited to do it and boldful, and me and my team booked that tour by myself. You know, people like Contractor Music, as my did my publicity, Destin Media, Ronnie, helped as well. everything that built up to that time just pointed at no, Gramps, it's time to do something in the US. I did the Buju Banton tour with him and Friday and myself. We did a couple arenas, but still people were like, when are you going to do your own thing? You know, I went to Toronto and they were like, when are you going to do your own tour? And I'm like, am I at that? You start to question yourself in a RumBlood and Pink Lane. And you say, boy, I don't know if I can do it by myself. I wonder if anybody else come see me. And you know how hard it is to sell 20 tickets at a show? Forget 20. How much time that we have seen here said I show they flop. Nobody none in that crowd. So it shows you that what I'm saying is real. That it takes a lot to get 15 to 50 people to come out and buy a ticket. And I was able to see, see Lady Order say Gulf Shore, Alabama. I went to some places where some reggae artists I've never been to. And it's because of the fusion with the country and the reggae where people are now discovering. Some people just discover Bob Marley. Would you believe that? So who is me? Who is Cartel? Who is Buju Banton? We still have work to do. And the power of music is so vast. I'm telling you, and that's why I give thanks so much for dancehall music, because believe you me, Burning Spear naga playing at the strip club. Them naga play it. People like you naga playing at the strip club, Them half a year, so I'm a father, or I can't tell you. You dig? And that is the power of the music coming out of our country, that our music can play anywhere. We have songs for every occasion, for every crowd, and every age. But we cannot stop pushing our genre. So for me, the mission is to keep it going, to continue to spread and build bridges and not walls. That is the mission.
Yeah. Me like how you touched some valid point, because my channel is all about music. I would do debates about music, whether the history or not. And I was telling a lot of people here that a lot of people still don't know Bob Marley.
You would be shocked. Remember, I say a baby just born 5 minutes ago now.
So, I like to talk about your collaborations and creative growth.
Yes.
Your last collaboration spans genre and continuous. What continents? What do you look for in an artist when you decide to collaborate?
Compatibility. Like me not gonna do a song unless it's a save the world type of mission where me have to help an artist save himself or herself from herself. There's a lot of artists out there today that still don't know them full potential. There's a lot of artists out there that I've bumped into them and said, I would love to work with you, because a lot of people just know me as the keyboard player of Gramps of Morgan Heritage. Then they discovered me in 2009, so they never know me could I sing. Even on this tour that I did in November, people were coming up to me and said, Gramps, I didn't know you could sing like that. And I was like, sorry. Yeah, me and Gramps from Morgan Heritage, and yeah, you gotta imagine that RumBlood. You gotta imagine that. So for me, there's still room to grow. And I'll never forget just the whole energy of giving my best to let people see what are the possibilities. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on this same topic now. So like how I asked about the artist them. So what about producers like me? Because I'm a producer as well. What will it take for me?
Sorry, RumBlood, because me jump off subject, because your question was, what do I look for in when I collaborate with artists? Is those things, of course, but I also want to be able to relate. We have to have the same message, right? But you would hear Gramps with a gospel artist. You would hear me with a jazz artist, because I love those genres, right? And in some way, when you listen to a song, I'll be down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. that could technically pass as a gospel song, you know.
Yeah,
Right?
I
So,
classify it as a gospel song.
eh?
Me play it as gospel song when me I play a gospel party them I watch out.
Okay. And still yet there's people that still are discovering that song. So when we look for collaborations, there's really no borders, right? Except that as long as it's fun and it's uplifting. If it's a party, yes. If it's talking about life and uplifting people and fun and talking about putting down the evil and make sure the good rise above the evil, then it's totally open. But like I said, there's also been rescue missions where you need some artists like Mother Love. Me can't wait for a Gramps and Cartel song. I can't wait for that. That is something that people wouldn't see coming, right? I'm gonna say, yo, boy, me never see that one there, right? Unique collaborations make music seem like it's brand new again.
Yeah. So me that ask about like when me ask about the artists them now, like me, who is a producer, Pinklin, who is a producer, you have Randy, we are producers, and you have a lot of young producers coming up. What would it take for us to get the opportunity for Vice or Gramps Morgan?
Oh, you gotta have your resume. That's very simple. When it comes to when you have a um certain caliber of artists, like like if me, I said, boy, I want a collaboration with Stevie Wonder. He's gonna look at my resume. His management is gonna look at my resume. Unfortunately, but there's also very unique situations where you're going to see an artist just say, yo, me just like the artist them want to work with him. Or me just see, yo, me just like the producer there. And there's just some freak accidents that happens where, like Sly and Robbie, rest in peace to Sly, came out with a song where it goes, jing, 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 jing. And out it come murder, she wrote. That was written on a little 8-track Tascam system where nobody saw it coming. And I believe at the time, Pliers was outside washing car. So the power of music, RumBlood, it's infinite. But on a perfect day and in the proper music industry, people have to go through protocol and go through managers and do submissions. You submit certain songs. Hey, Shauna, thank you. God's a goddess, thank you. You find that people are going to submit songs. So in the case of you as a producer, if your track bad, this is one thing with Morgan Heritage, that enough artists never recorded. I remember when Dan Corleone was recording, and Dan Corleone bust as a dancehall producer with the Vibes Cartel and Elephant Man and made him lots of money. But then he began to say, let me challenge myself. I'm going to do a one drop. Out of that came songs like T.O.K., big song. Morgan Heritage, this is why it's your best friend who became my friend. Tell me how come, oh, you're in Jamaica. All of these songs. So you find that there's a situation where a producer, you want to be a producer, but you have to develop yourself and know, don't get high on your own supply. That is a big, big problem in a Jamaica, where many people feel like everything them do is a hit. That's the biggest curse of an artist and musician. I sometimes suffer from that. Me kind of cure that disease they've caused me more older now and experience. So when me record a tune, me just is on to the next RumBlood, on to the next. So there are situations I never saw myself recording with Don Corleone because I never knew him as to be the Donovan Germain at the time or to be the Bobby Digital or the Fatis Burrell or any of those great, the King Jammies were known as producer, and we took a chance on him. So Morgan Heritage was known to work with producers when nobody know, and sometimes the song blow up. I think it was TJ that which is now I think Vibes Cartel manager, if I'm getting it right. I'm not to know the infrastructures of dancehall, but I think it is him. Yeah, he
Yeah.
produced a song with Morgan Heritage that was #1 in Japan. And I'm not talking about Japan reggae charts. I'm talking about the pop charts. It was on the charts for like 6 months. A song called Perfect Love Song, where mostly nobody don't know in a Jamaica. And this song was #1. And these are the things where people don't know. Like when you make music, just make music for the world, man. Because if it's good, somebody's gonna hear it. So, like you asked, what is the process? This it's not rocket science, but if it's good, it good. If it not good, RumBlood, never say me not like it. There's been producers that come and say, Gramps, what you think it need? Because many people don't know Gramps as a producer. I just got recently a platinum and a gold record as a producer when nobody knew I produced the record. Because at the time, when me and you know, TikTok wasn't a thing back then. TikTok live, when me and you can talk and open a platform and people join from all over the world. These things didn't exist, right? So people are just discovering some backside. Gramps, you produced a record there? That's 1 million copies, 500,000, you know? So these are things that are still to be done, and these are things that have been done, and people don't know what Margaret to do as a family in this industry. The song was said, Jaja City, Jaja told me you have it. It's me and my brother them produce them song there. Songs with Marley's, Bounty Killer, Buju Banton. There's so many records that I can tell you that we have produced. But at the time, people weren't into it because of social media. So to answer your question, we can do the song tomorrow. But no, say I'm going to tell you the truth because I'm a musician before I'm a producer. And most musicians, I call them producers because they are the ones that truly know a G minor from a C major, from a minor flat 5 to a diminished chord. Most people don't know those things and they call themselves producers because they can make a beat. And I grew up when producers know those things. You have to have at least some kind of inclination that you have an ear, because you don't necessarily play an instrument to need honor, because Dr. Dre never play an instrument till him start getting to producing and then him learn to play a keyboard and him learn to produce the beat them. But I would implore to learn an instrument, keyboard or guitar, so you know what it is exactly. When I sing off key, or when a rapper is off timing. Those things are important in order to call yourself a producer. It just happens to RumBlood. But in the case, I also want to share with you, there's been cases when producers bring rhythm to it and them say, Gramps, wait need, or Peter, wait need. And what we would do is say, listen, you need to put some live drums on this. With Don Corleone, when we did the drop leaf rhythm, it's me called Beezy Coleman to say, yo, Mr. Dan, because he looked to us as a reggae man and say, if this is going to be a one drop, give me one think it need. And we made a suggestion to him, and he put on, Beezy Coleman came and put on the guitar in our studio in Amona, and the rest was history. And from that, you couldn't stop Dan Corleone as a producer. He became an animal. And so you get the, let me give you some love and affair. And then you have a Leon and all those, and Munga. With Munga tune, when you know Munga tune them. So to see all of them progress there and know what it takes, you can be the biggest producer next year or the next month, but your passion is very important, brother. And to do the work and the research, because we have to work with data. It can't be illusions anymore, or because you have a passion for make a rhythm. It can't be that. Do you qualify RumBlood? Have you produced anything before? Do you know what it is to plug in an XRL, or you know what it is to mic up a drum set? All of these things are important. We need to build our industry, not based on passion, but knowledge and data.
So, all right, commercial break, people. Commercial break. All right, people. Everybody, please top up the live. Bring us to 100,000 taps, please. Respectfully. Support the live goals. Support the co-host them. Follow the artist. Go on all his platform. Buy his album. Share him album to a friend. Tell a friend. And just go support him. Follow him on Instagram. All of
Them
the
now follow, man. Them now follow. No follow them. Make me call out some of them now. We see who now follow me. Me call out some of them. I'll call them out now.
the artist, man.
Yeah, man. I'll call out 5 who now follow, and you call out 5. All right. Me see who now follow. Let me see. See one ya Chops Media now follow. Me see me call out the next one. Me love them thing, you know. All right. Let me see. All right. Somebody might follow you. Let me see. All right. You call out some RumBlood. Dig out some in there. Let me see who now follow. Yeah, Keith, sweet Keith. Now follow neither.
Shelly greatness now follow me now.
You see.
That moderator now follow me. The one that switch now follow me now. That switch now follow me.
Call them out.
Yeah. The one that switch now follow me.
Mm.
Let me see who's there now follow me.
Call them out.
Journey now follow me. No, Journey now follow me.
Yes.
So people, everybody follow. We need to reach 100,000 top. Me not see nobody at top. Me not see
Yeah.
no support.
Top up the screen. Gramps,
Right.
I know you might see Pinklin, right? But you know me very well. Me used to there your house with Jamiri. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Mikey, Lazar, my best friend. Me used to bother your phone all the time. And I'm a partner up with Juice the Mentor. Me and him own the music group.
Which part? Which part you live? Which part? Yeah, I broke up Pinklin. Yeah, I broke up.
Pinklin, fix your signal, Pinklin. That no look good for the interview. Pinklin. Can I KFC Wi-Fi have a foreign?
Yeah, that's cool. No,
Pinklin.
I'm upstairs now.
Yeah, man, load the basement. Me tell you about that basement.
Hey, you not hear
bro.
me?
I hear you know.
Yo,
Which
I'm
part you're
upstairs.
tuning
You
in
hear me
from?
now? All right.
Yeah, we are here.
I'm in Loganville. Right? I still live in Loganville. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
I
rented
hear
a
the
brother house
producer
in
me did come
Lawrenceville.
in
That's
me
a
did come in your
Mikey.
yard one time.
Yeah.
And you not produce some
And
beats and
remember
want me
when we
right.
used to travel? Yes. I mean, same one.
Backside.
Is
Big
me?
up yourself, man.
Then remember when we used to travel? Remember me used to travel with Cargo and me and Cargo come over your house though?
Yes, man. Are you that?
Jerk Festival, yeah. You see me?
Yeah.
Lazar my best friend, bro. And Lazar make me buy my house, you know. You see me?
Wow.
Yeah, man, Lazar. So I'm close to your family, fam.
Yeah, man. Remember you now, man. Remember you.
You see me? Yeah, man. Big up yourself for real.
Yes, I.
Yeah, me's a much better producer now. I don't know if you know, like, partially I'm me responsible for Stoneboy in the early parts of my career. When I come
Okay.
to Georgia, I mean used to shoot him video them and them something there. We get a billboard together. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Stoneboy first billboard. Was
That's
a
what
feature
I'm
with him and Sizzler.
Cool.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, so Pinklin gone on him phone call now. So back to the interview now, people. Me not reach 100,000 top. So I go on the top of the live now, man. Everybody follow the artist. Make sure you send in on a daily at me. Follow Pinklin because he is a great supporter of DjRumBlood platform, and we have a lot more to come. See there, we have big Grammy winner, Gramps Morgan. Also, sooner or later, we're not gonna see the sponsorship. Them, me not talk much. You see it, and one bag of thing coming in soon. So it's gonna be a more official podcast where me and my studio and all of them thing there. When I see my background and everything. You see me? So right now we just started and General Gramps forward and see the platform and he must show the love and the appreciation and we respect him for this. Because guess what? Some don't have the chance and the opportunity, whether they have money or not, to do this. So we have to show the artist some love. So everybody in the comment section, make sure now follow the artist, stay and chat with the artist, support him, every move he make on his music career, support him. But me can't tell you this. God is so good. I always dream to do something like this, but me never know say I want half my favorite catalogs of artists would be on the platform right now with me. So me have to give thanks to everyone who share me live and they are day to day with me night and day. You understand? And this platform supporting RumBlood sleep. We even sleep over here, no Grams?
On a sleep.
Sleep over here. Like literally, people drop asleep in the box, start just snore. Me drop asleep and forgot to mute my mic, and by a morning me get screen record with me asleep or just snore. That is
Man. Dedication, man. And the hunger feed.
yeah. So we're there, and we not even do it for the money. If people want to come and support with them, support. But we're there, and we're there, and we just do it. We do it, and we do it big, and we're gonna do it bigger and bigger. You
Yes,
understand? Because next week coming, I have Gaza Indo for interview, and I'm trying to get some more artists as well. So I'm gonna start back the interview without Pink Lane right now. So Gramps Morgan, are there particular songs on your recent project that push you out of your comfort zone, and how did that affect the final result?
I would have pick a song called Butterfly. Because normally you know I get your Rasta man I sing about butterfly. You know? And that's what I'm talking about, growth and getting away all these myths and writs and rights and foolishness, you know? And I allow myself to grow musically. So when I sing Fly, Fly, Butterfly, and then I looked at the song in depth, and it's talking about a father having his daughter from when the point where she was in the womb and she was wrapped up. And then the other thing, a word named personification that you can use in songwriting, this model of how the song can describe many other things. And at the time when I was singing this song and preparing to record it, I was on tour with Morgan Heritage in Europe, and it came to the point I said, this sound like me I sing about my father at the time. My father had passed away, Ras Denry Morgan. And the song took on a whole nother meaning. You've been in the dark with your restless heart long enough, waiting for the light with your eyes shut tight and your wings wrapped up. I always knew there'd come a day I'd have to watch you fly away. So fly, 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 butterfly. So that song, I only think I even sang that song maybe 2 times. One at a funeral, and it was just like, oh my God. And it was a very good friend of mine, his mother passed away. And I implore all the fathers, them, all of the roughneck father, them, like me say, every Jamaican a bad man. And I implore to some of us to tune in to a different side of us, the tender side, while still being tough, right? Real men cry, real men express themselves. And through these songs, I was able to grow, and unexpected. I'm like, yo, you can still express yourself in strength, but at the same time being vulnerable to express yourself, because there's so much man will get hurt in life and we're expected to be strong, right? You know, a man is always, not always, because that's generally speaking, but a man is so much always loved based on what he can do or provide. DJ Leland, big up yourself. You know, it's so the pressure upon man, it's in a way that sometimes it hurts, man. When we think about my brothers, and I think about the pressure that women go through that may be abused and may have been mistreated, and then they become so damaged that they don't want to deal with love. They don't want to deal with a relationship. Them rather sometimes even turn to the other side because that woman can understand her. Man just become bitter, that him just don't care. He don't they care about what his actions may do to another person. And I speak as someone that has been there and done that. So, but that's why I'm at the point in my life of mentorship to share what I have done wrong, how I have hurt women in my past, and how I have grown. So, because there's a lot of broken homes where a lot of young men don't have mentorship, don't have an example, they have to figure out a lot of stuff upon them own. And I can speak as a man because a man is loved conditionally, you know. You can't say a big old man, fat, any color, may not be good looking either. And guess what? If him have money, RumBlood him alright, you know. That's a fact. You see the dog is loved unconditionally. You walk him, take him out to get some food and you feed him and even carry him go doodle. Me also see people that pick up dog doodle on the road. Man I walk with toilet when them dog doodle. This is a fact. But the man, he is loved based on expectation. The woman should just have it nice and pretty and cute. She get anything she want. In some cases that are rare, you have man will do the same thing, but it is very rare. So that's how we start write certain songs as Mark and Heritage, because we started to grow up and begin to mature. And the song "A Woman Like You" is just showing, you know, the tender side or the emotional side of me as a man, as a husband, as a father. Because it could be when you say, oh, there's nothing I could say or ever do to deserve the love of a woman like you. It could be a man becoming a father for the first time. And these are things that I want to share with the next generation to make them understand it's okay to express yourself. I remember there was a thing one time in Jamaica, a man fall in love with a man, stunning in love, you know, eh. And then that's one of the things where a lot of men get hurt and end up all a chop off woman head and anything that we become barbaric because we're afraid to face love. We're afraid to face love in the sense where you love the woman enough, but you're afraid to make her know how deep it is because you're trying to impress your homeboys and your friends and all your colleagues, them and all your tuggy them. And before you realize, you want to disconnect because you were focused on the street, focused on other things. And then you wake up one morning and she's like, yo, me don't want you again. Or you find out, say she give you a bun because you didn't court her. You didn't take your time to develop courtship and take time to date and learn each other and make love to her quietly instead of bite up her skin. Be tender. A woman is the life bringer. Of course, life come out a man through the seed, and then a woman bring it forth. And this is what you may feel in some of my songs. And I implore some of the man them to really in tune. And that's why a lot of men wake up one day and say, boy, me like her, but me not love her. How is it possible that you can see a brand new Mercedes and me say, yo, RumBlood, how you feel about it? And you know what you gotta say, RumBlood? Boy, I love it, you know, Gramps. you know that. But you see a woman and you depend, me like her, but no, me can't tell you, say, me can't see a woman the first time and say, yo, me love her. And that's power. That is power. And that is facing your truth. And that's why so much man end up hurt woman and woman get so aggressive because them realize, say, backside, me in love. Me in love. And that's where that pain come because it shocks you. It shocks you. So instead of it be a gradual growth upon you, it becomes a shock. So brothers, don't be afraid of love. The body's a bad man. I can tell you. As much as you think say you bad, a bad man did it. Because I've walked through that door. I almost worked for the mafia in the United States and choose Rastafari. So I've been to that door. So some man, when me say I talk about them a bad man, it's a joke. The real bad man, them, RumBlood, they wear suits and ties. And then I went on the F-16 or on a tank, and that's the biggest gun them, you know, upon the earth. So who have shotgun, who have AR-15, AK-47, and these little shotguns. Yeah, please, give me a break. So I guess that's what happens when you start to get older. You know, you get wisdom and you say, yo, you know, it's time to grow up and enjoy the simple things, the important things. Truly. Give thanks.
You that call that like lovers, I like them, lovers first sight.
Absolutely. And I would call it facing your fears.
Yeah.
Because we fear the things that feeling. You ever get butterfly yet, man? You ever say a girlie? You probably not have it now because you're a big man and you say, oh, man, I look at man, a soldier. Now. I'm talking about the vulnerable 7-year-old RumBlood. That's the one
Yeah.
talk about. That one day with the girl with the ponytails and the pigtails and she have the clip in her ear and you think her cute and you're afraid to say something to her. And that one that me I talk about.
Yeah, I was in love when I was like about 7, and I got that girl, and like we used to sing songs together, like "It changed my own life," that Chris Brown song there. So
Yeah.
when me and her break up now, me never get forget the virginity and nothing, So
Yes.
it's like growing up hearing that song, I'm like, oh my god, I remember the first time my heart broke. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So me understand. You get me? I say
Yes.
that was crazy, crazy,
So,
crazy.
so it's a big thing for me to really share where I am in life now and how I grew up because not a lot of people were blessed to have them father and them mother and them life and a bunch of auntie. So we as a community we have to share and help each other grow. It's very important that as we grow, a man look upon it and say, yo, can you do a thing? Because some man, as much as we they are talking, some man I say your own blood are foolish is that you're talking. Because some people just like to oppose. It's like I call it Twitter fingers. Everybody has an opinion. You ever see that lady where I was a cook and she say, everybody's so creative. You must see that shit on TikTok. And it's like, I saw me feel about sometimes me hear some people I talk sometime and everybody has an opinion without the data and the facts. And that's where we are in life. If we come off of that thing there and start take things for what they are and people getting full details before them talk and getting the data of what truly exists, life will change as we know it. So I didn't think that me give thanks for be able to share with you this evening and Pink Lane and me just give thanks to everybody that's in tune to the live now and go and check out the music, man. Go and check it out. Go to my website, grampsmorgan.com. Go and check out the upcoming tours we have coming as Morgan Heritage. We'll be going to the Netherlands, and then we have a tour that we and Beanie Man has joined forces. The name of the tour is called The King and the Royals. We'll be playing alongside. The tour is going to kick off in Europe, in the UK actually, and we will be on the same stage alongside people like Sanchez, Shaggy, Vibes Cartel, Inner Circle. It's so many people. Look at my profile and check out. It's called a festival in the UK called Reggaeland. And follow me on YouTube. Check out the music. Go and watch some of the music videos. We took time and a lot of energy to put these music videos so you guys can enjoy it. So go and enjoy them on YouTube. And follow me on the YouTube channel. And also make sure you follow the brethren RumBlood. This is for our genre. This is for our community. Let's continue to build it. Follow the pages. As you see, you follow my page, follow RumBlood page, and be in tune to the music. Follow me, Morgan Heritage Official on Instagram, and be able to see what's going on with the family. Jamiri Morgan coming with more music. That's my son who's standing in as the lead singer for Morgan Heritage currently. It's not his day job. He's an artist himself, but he will be doing a lot more. And yeah, like Azani said, following and subscribing is for free. It don't cost. But that's the burden that we suffer, me and my brethren RumBlood, is that people find it so hard to just click the follow button and subscribe because it helps us run our business. And guess what? Them go follow Beyonce and them don't know Beyonce, All people in this a cha-cha. You wouldn't get a chance to go fast in our business with me and RumBlood at all. But them gang go follow Jay-Z and them gang go follow all kind of artists that really probably you and them not have nothing in common. So I would say to people, just come and share, man. And at the same time, discover new cultures. That's very important too. Travel, see the world, people. The world is a big, big place. Many things that we have not discovered. So thank you to everybody again. And I'll probably be going live sometime later this week. So tune in And RumBlood, once again, give thanks again. Heritage to the year 3000 and beyond.
Yeah. So basically, big up the general. General look like him about to go, you know. But before you go, there's a special person here say you honor a family. You understand? And she would have want to say IT. I think I your niece.
Oh, I probably Sade. I think me this year earlier. I know if she's still there.
Your niece did want to say I. Big up my father in the comment section. One DJ article now. And big up mother Jamaica, man.
Your real father or you say father like them say father?
Father, my blood father. He was the first man to give me a laptop when 2010.
Yeah.
And 9. I tell him say, yo, father, you know say, I love music, I may study music. I would want to become. Him say, where you need my son, you know me there for you.
Yes, I love that.
Say my father, the only thing I need, you know, is a laptop right now. That's all. And my father flies.
You call your father or daddy?
Nah, you know say, sometime words play because I grew with my mother, you know.
Yeah.
My mother don't call her mommy. So
so how you not call him daddy? Why?
No, me get 2 different type of growing. You understand?
So tell me now why you not call him daddy?
No, the reason why me not call him daddy because my mother say you not call her mommy. You see me, so it's just that growing there. You see it. Me not grow up say yo daddy, mommy, auntie. Now watch out. Sometimes it found out through my bigger now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, man.
So my father fly down and him bring the laptop. Him don't bring the laptop alone, you know.
Yeah.
Him bring the laptop loaded with
nice
foundation song.
Wicked. What a good father.
Son, me nah new song coming. I listen new song. I listen like Morgan Heritage and all of them people like Bob Man. I say okay, when me come, this or no. You understand? You get me? I say so from there, so to going up because me I go school and me still a play sound.
Yes.
Get me? I say me usually walk from Seaview again to Riverton on the 6 Mile Road, the Spanish Town Road. If you don't know right there, so because Riverton, them time Riverton, me I walk around at the back part of Seaview, wipe on that where enough night me coming home, me see dead body.
What?
And just analyze. Yeah, walking by that road, man, just analyze, man. That road was a dangerous road. They rob you, then kill you, and just forget about you. So I was risking my life just to accomplish.
My God.
My life. So people bad mind you hate you for no reason, and all if them know this story.
Yes.
You get me? I say
give thanks to hear that, man. You never know where man I come from, eh? You never know.
And at the work I put in and just reach and I give thanks to Version to again. We say yo RumBlood playing there. Travel. And they know I produce a song named The Truth by Version.
Okay.
He sing that song. In the song he say he intro it and say tell RumBlood me say go on easier because one day things are go better.
Okay.
And in less than 2 weeks. In less than 2 weeks, people, Version there Florida. And Version called me. In less than 2 weeks, that song they release, Version. Remember I'm saying that song, you know, one day things are go better. In less than 2 weeks, Version called me from Florida. RumBlood with it. I was just coming from Western Union. I collect $10,000 for my son. And I supposed to buy Pampers and feeding for my son. That was my last $10,000. And Version say, here we go on. I'm in a busy situation right now where I can't send no cash now. Use that $10,000, go and get a police record and everything, and by later me send you back the money. And me tell you, say, boy, my son have one little bit of feeding left, you know. And look what I do. I risk my son Pampers and feeding money. I'm gonna need my police record. And that was a Canada tour I was planning for. So by the time I do all of them there, and the next day he call me and say, yo, we have a Caribbean tour. Get ready for Caribbean tour. By next 2 days, my suitcase are packed.
Yes.
Panama, Guyana, Trinidad, and then Canada. Me usually hear about jet lag. I mean, never know nothing about that because I never travel yet. I may say version. I that take play now, bro. Me did well want to take it, but me tired now because me not like when it lift up. Me not like when it lift up. You see me? It's like the first time, why for this? But the first time, my co-worker, as the plane lift up, me grab him.
Yeah.
Up to Raja. He was there and he said RumBlood, and he make sure book him ticket, him seat right beside him if he make sure say, yo, I'm alright on my first travel. You see, it's a big up to Raja, the whole of friends, the whole of Virgin, the whole team, you see me? Anyways, people, Morgan, I don't know if you're busy, but me have few local people that want to come say hi to you. I don't know if you want me bring up the body in the back.
We'll take three. We'll take three.
Alright, because we don't want to hold up a time because, you know? Shoshana? Alright, so I'm going to add 3 person with the general say. Alright, so I'm going to add 3 person with the general say. Alright, Lincoln, your phone a echo. You connect to a box or something. Hold on there. Me just see Randy. Where Randy gone? Lincoln, unmute your mic. Come hear my mother in the background. Lincoln. Yo, you connect to the box, bro. Disconnect from the monitor box. Brother, disconnect from the monitor box, please. Yeah, echo. But for now, Gaza Hindu. We have to say to Father Gramps.
Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, man. God is great and His mercy is everlasting.
Always, always. I have been in and out of the interview, so I wasn't, fully tuned in because I got a call from Buster not long ago, so had to run off. But Gramps, you have been one of my go-to.
Yes.
Like for years, you have been one of my go-to whenever I feel, some kind of want to meditate a little or whatever, your songs are songs that I always go to. And your songs are very soothing to me,
Yes.
soothing to the mind, soothing to my spirit. And I always listen to your interviews and stuff like that, and you always give off positive, a positive energy, a positive thoughts and stuff like that, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. And I just want to say, continue to do that great work, and you are a very motivating person as well, and I love that about you.
I appreciate that, man. Likewise, man. It's a pleasure to meet you. Me only see you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And me just have discover you through your work with Cartel. But I want to encourage you to keep going. Music is a very powerful medium to express oneself through pain, through happiness, and through testimony. So never let your music leave you. And continue to use your voice to do greatness, because music is used for several platforms. So be encouraged, man, and it's a pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, man.
It's a pleasure as well.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Before you talk one more time, Mr. Gramps Morgan, you know what I do? I big up the whole of Seaview again, because I just call this family and them have the live streaming and a big monitor box with the walls. Yo,
yeah. Big up Seaview, man. Gramps Morgan and the Morgan Heritage family. Straight. Big up all of Spanish Town, the whole area. Seaview. Yeah, man. Enough of my family there over there too. You know. So, yeah, man. Dan and the family and my nephew. So much love to the whole family. Spanish Town, St. Catherine. And this is where my bloodline come from. Although we are St. Thomas. Yeah, man. We are Spain people. Spanish Town, St. Catherine.
I want to tell you one history too, you know. You know, say before my grandmother passed away from St. Thomas, she always tell me, say, we're in the Morgan Heritage family, them is family.
How we are say?
My father is from St. Thomas, and my grandmother always told me that your family. That's why my auntie always listens to you. It's a small.
You have to look it up. DNA have to run, eh?
But for now, Randy, what you have to say to the general?
Yeah, my general, man. Blessed, man.
Manners and respect.
Yeah, man. Manners and respect. And blessed everybody upon the life, man. Everybody in a box, man. You see it? But as I say, my general, I respect the contribution where you and your family do for reggae music upon a whole and for the genre and for the country, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, cause I'm a young producer myself, you know? But I work with a whole heap of people too. You know, I do look writing.
Yes.
I write, you know, I'm experiment with different genre too. Cause like me have a reggaeton song when I go release.
Yes.
I co-write a pop song. You know? So
Yes, man.
yeah, so we do my little thing, you know? In a really life.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm
Yeah,
glad
man,
to hear you challenge yourself.
definitely, man. And RumBlood, I like my family. Me and him growing, I see him community, you know?
Yes.
In a real life, which I see you and everybody down there upon the life. Big up the whole of White Sea Drive, Red Sea Drive, Black Sea Drive, Jankotown, down at my little place, you know? Everybody, you see me? In a real life. Cause I'm scheme. I'm born and grow, you see me? Yeah, man. But as me I tell my general, like, I grew up and listen to your music too, you know? Cause you're hella for me, you know? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Only for time when me in some mood, like, you know? We have a whole heap of song when we tune into. You see me?
Give thanks, man.
Yeah,
Give
man, like
thanks to the
Morgan
special.
Heritage song Down by the River. You
Yes.
see me? Clear
Yes,
me head
man.
whole heap of time in general, you see me? In a
Give
real
thanks.
life, you see me?
The power of music, man.
Yeah, man. I eat, man, definitely, man. You see me? So big woman thing, me I give you flowers from now, my general, you see me?
Give thanks, my brother.
Yeah,
I
man.
receive it.
In a real life, my general, man. You see me?
All
Definitely.
right.
Alright. Blessings.
Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
So, General Mr. Gramps,
Yes, sir.
we have DJ Safi here, one big promoter in Canada, Toronto. Then keep the biggest event in Toronto. Safi, what you have to say to the general?
Yeah, man. Blessed love, you know.
Yes, man. How you doing?
They, you know, uncle, I hold it, you know.
One divine love, man.
Well, man, Rasta in our blood from day one, you know.
Yeah, man. Most of the picnic them, you know, a Rasta picnic them, you know, I know that, you know, nobody have to tell me nothing. We just get bad and lose away more time, but the DNA and the blood and the frequency still there, you know, to do good.
Because I hold a youth than RumBlood still, but you don't know RumBlood is a youth, you know, from when him come a find and him come around way, you know. Good
Yes.
youth, I will show him all of the love and the respect, man. I'm like him, you know. So me always a follow him and I give him the love same way.
Truly.
Yeah, man.
Truly.
And for far as I go, you see the heritage.
Yes.
One of my favorite artists, that group one of my favorite artists them. Cause me come out of a Rasta tradition and Rasta background, you know. My father a Rasta, all of my brother them a Rasta.
You see it?
So I grew up on them kind of music, you know.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. All Morgan Heritage music, them I know them like the back of me, and cause my father a musician, same. Upon the same.
See that? What
So
a mystic, man.
yeah, man.
Well, that's why we sing it don't have to dread to be Rasta now. It's to free the nation from these chains. Because everybody feels if you be a Rasta, you have to eat veggie chunks and ital stew and have a Selassie eye button and khaki suit and dreadlocks. And it is a myth. Because when me and you bully beef and white rice, me a Rasta. but me never have no dreadlocks yet and find myself to the fullness. So a man must know, say, that it's a inborn conception. Cause here we are said to me now. When your father was a Rasta and you're born, your father have on dreadlocks.
Yeah.
But you have to find your own way as a man, don't it? And find your truth.
Real.
But that no means say Rasta nigga. So when we do that song, there is to free the chains and all of the illusions them to make a man do. A man can still have on him ballad. Cause when me I say Rastafari and grow up in a 12 tribe, and me decide say me not gonna am curry goat and beef because of dietary reasons for me personal. But as long as you have these things, that's why when you am pork and lobster and shellfish, because Leviticus 11 teach us that those things Israel can't eat. So here you are speak now as a Rasta youth. You're a Rasta, because your father a Rasta. And it's not according to a follow thing, but it in your blood is just a
Yeah.
time before you discover, and that's why you probably that's why RumBlood can come and say, a good you this you know.
Yeah, man.
Because Rasta is about goodness and mercy. So
And
big
love.
up yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Respect and manners, you know.
Yes,
And put in the work, you know.
yes, man.
Yeah, man, like the work when I put in, man.
Give thanks.
Condolence to the passing of your brother, you know, because your brother are the lead singer and I love him voice, you know.
Yeah, man, one of the greatest of all time, one of the greatest singers across all genres of music, man. Me miss him bad.
Yeah, man.
Let's continue to call him name and play the music of Morgan Heritage till the year 3000 and beyond.
Yeah, man, always, man.
Yes, I am.
Yes, man. Blessed love, man. Me there I tune in and I listening, eh?
I say a word, give thanks for coming.
One Morgan Heritage. No boy.
Yes, I.
Yeah, Marga, me I try connect. My mother did one bless it. Me I try connect her up on the live, yeah.
Right?
You know, because you know them they back home and them love what go on. Boy, me for sure about all of the people them each up at the bar when me par right now.
Yeah.
Lots of soundbox, a big soundbox. Your voice up on big soundbox in a CV, you know, the whole of CV I hear, you know.
Give you. So forward in our place, man. Big up on yourself and take care of one another. No bad mind. One black community. No envious. No jealousy. Run a boat and everybody take care of one another and look out for one another. And have a problem, sit down and talk about it as a community. Take care of one another.
Yeah, Gramps. Hear me and say that. 1 minute then. You have some family live down there, don't you?
Yeah, man. Me have
Yeah,
family
man,
down there, man.
because seriously, me remember me used to see one of your brother down there, you know, me remember which one, you know. But
Probably
he used to dead.
Igo.
Eh?
Probably my brother Igo.
I think, because I noticed that me used to see him, and when I see him, me used to say, you know, you related to the Morgan Heritage? And he must say, yeah, man, me I want a Morgan Heritage, man. You see me? You hear that? Always. And what do you me I tell RumBlood them to RumBlood? Now, what do you me I tell her that to, brother? What do you me I tell her that, man? I tell her, say, me know, say, me see one of them brother them down in a scheme already, you see me? But me don't remember which one, you see me?
Yeah,
In
man.
real life, yeah, man. Over Falcon, them live, man. Them live in a community where named Falcon. Over that side, their family live.
Okay.
You see it? Yeah, man. In a real life. Small world, man, you see it?
Yeah, man. Big up
Yeah,
yourself.
man.
Same way here.
Yeah, man. Definitely, my general, man. In a real life. Hopefully, in a future, we can do a project together, you know?
Yeah, man.
You see me?
Anything is possible, man. I'm music, man.
Man, definitely. Definitely.
Alright.
In real life. Alright, my general. Bless you. Yeah.
Alright, my general. So we now go hold up the general no more, you know. The general want to deal with him business. So enough respect again.
Give thanks.
Forward and acknowledge DjRumBlood platform, and we love to have a communication
Yes.
more than a text on TikTok.
Yeah, man.
So,
It done set already. Divine link make already, man. So I just will continue. And you see how fast you connect with me. Me not hard to find. I know the moon me live, you know, right on the earth, yeah.
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 So all of the people them follow the artist now, show him the love and the respect. You understand? Him have to go now because me reach only number 12 in my interview questioning.
Yeah.
I may only have 20 questions, but him have to go. So
Father
go all up
Gramps,
Yes, Indu.
me I go send you inbox here.
All right, now say a word.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We have got the
Alright.
part. We have got the part. Our next part, man. Our next version.
Yeah,
Version 2.
May I forward
yeah.
next week, so make sure you're there.
Gaza Indu. I'm gonna interview Gaza Indu this coming Wednesday,
All
and
right.
also we're working on Tom Lee to come the other Wednesday,
All
and we're
right.
gonna check Vibes Cartel over here as well.
Yeah.
You know, so all of my people follow Father Gramps, Mr. Gramps, you know, and support him all on platform them. And when him there live, I want to tune into him live, support him in every way you can. You see me? And Father Gramps,
Yes, sir.
respect from
Every
DJ.
time. And we're going to finish with question them, you know. Because we're not done yet. So put up your question them.
Yeah, man, enough love and enough respect, same way.
Yeah,
And
man.
thank you for acknowledging DjRumBlood platform. And I would
Absolutely.
love for you to bring more of your fellow lovers in the music industry on my platform. Anybody you can get, anybody, because I'm not, me not stop do this. I'm just doing this for music. So anybody at all you can put me onto, we can talk about music and whatever. So we can, because this platform is the only platform on TikTok where we preach music and not violence and not mix up. You
Yes.
understand? We only need music over here. And if you cause a bad word, you have to pay me one money gun. You understand? Respectfully. The reason why I say that because people need to learn